and I'm so glad you could make it to this short video about 10 important things you need to know when getting free tickets to the Sky Garden. Because unless you get it right, either you won't get any tickets or you won't be allowed in even if you've got tickets. I've made a number of videos about Sky Garden and what you can see from the top, and the link is in the description. But before you get there, you need to have got hold of some tickets, and it can be way more difficult than you think. Actually, I wasn't going to make this video until recently. My son and his girlfriend, just last week, couldn't get the tickets for the Sky Garden on the day they wanted because they misunderstood the most important thing about the booking system, and it's tip number 10 at the end of the video. Before getting into the tips though, if you get value from this video, can I ask you to like and subscribe? And if you have any questions or indeed tips for others about the process, put them in the comments below. Tip number 1. Free tickets require booking. Public access tickets are free, but must be booked online in advance. The link is in the description below. But it's on skygarden.london, where you can click on Book a Free Ticket. As the tickets are free, though, there are people who book and then just don't turn up. So it might be possible for you just to turn up at the door and get a walk-in ticket, but I don't recommend this because it isn't guaranteed, and also where the Sky Garden is, you're not likely to be just passing by it, and so if you don't get in, you'll have wasted some of your precious visit to London. Tip number 2. Sky Garden has strict airport-style security. So whether you've booked tickets or indeed you were successful in just walking up, you're going to need photo ID for each member of your party to be allowed through the airport-style security, unless they're under 16, that is, or 16 and under, I believe. So, no photo ID and you might be turned away. Check on the website for exact details of the policy. Tip number 3. Larger bags are restricted. What do I mean by that? Well, because of the airport-style security and its bag scanners, you won't be allowed in with larger luggage, just small bags. And the site doesn't have the facility for you to leave larger luggage, say in reception or a locker or something. So, if you bring larger luggage, you'll be turned away. Tip number 4. The age limit. Anyone aged 16 or under, albeit they don't need their own photo ID, but they must be accompanied by somebody who's at least 18 years. So kids can't visit on their own. You can't book tickets for kids to visit on their own. Tip number 5. The tickets are for a timed entry with only a small amount of flexibility. Check the website for details, but if you miss your timed entry slot, you may not be allowed in. Tip number 6. The visit length. Sky Garden limits a free visit to just an hour. However, I have to say, I haven't seen staff inside the Sky Garden checking people's tickets and asking them to leave because they've overstayed. And in fact, I think that would be fairly difficult. I can't promise they won't do it, and they might indeed do it at the end of the free visiting hours. I don't know. Anyway, depending on how many photos you want to take and whether you're using the cafe or the bar, I'd say planning for an hour in the Sky Garden would actually cover most people's visits. Tip number 7. Consider booking at sunset for the best views. So probably the best time to visit Sky Garden is around sunset when the views can be stunning. So plan your visit accordingly if you want to experience the city skyline at its most beautiful. The public free hours are published on their website, but Sky Garden has longer opening hours at weekends and bank holidays, currently up to 9 p.m. So on these days, booking a dusk slot at the end of the day is possible year-round. Well, except for maybe mid-June to mid-July, when the days in the UK are so long that you may not see the sunset during that relatively short period. But it's a lovely time of day to go. Tip number 8. What do you do if you can't get a ticket for the Sky Garden? Well, you should consider going to Horizon22, which is nearby and also free. Tickets there at Horizon22 become available a week after SkyGardens. So if you don't get into SkyGarden, you might be able to hop onto Horizon22's website and get in there. Both the viewpoints are worth going to, especially for free. As to which is better, it's largely a matter of personal preference. And do watch the video I made with Anna, my daughter, when we visited the two sites back to back, and then scored the two. The link is in the description below and also at the end of the video. Tip number 9, the weather. Ah yes, the great British weather. I don't know if you've heard, but sometimes in the UK we get the odd bit of rain, meaning that any high viewpoint might be lost inside the clouds with no real views possible. Unfortunately, there's nothing much to be done about it, except shrug your shoulders like a true Brit, and of course moan about it afterwards, also like a true Brit. Although, with that having been said, the inside of the Sky Garden does have, well, gardens, and there is something to look at if you are stuck in the clouds. And so, to the most important tip, number 10. The thing that if you get wrong means you won't get the tickets that you want, or possibly you won't get any tickets at all, and that is, when do the tickets go on sale? Now, lots of information online says that the tickets go on sale 3 weeks beforehand. But that isn't quite correct. The tickets are actually released in blocks, a whole week at a time. SkyGarden says it releases its tickets on a Monday, except if that Monday is a bank holiday in the UK. Although it doesn't actually say when the tickets are released in that case. Presumably it's the next day that isn't a bank holiday. It also doesn't say at what time the tickets are released, but most people seem to report that it's around 11 a.m. local time. So, let's give an example. I visited the Sky Garden on Friday the 20th of June 2025. That's when I made the video. But I had to book the tickets on Monday, May the 26th, 2025. For one reason and another, I didn't get round to logging on to the website until around 10 p.m. on the Monday, 26th of May. And by that time, some of the slots for Friday the 20th of June, almost 4 weeks later, had already gone. Similarly, this is what my son and his girlfriend got wrong. They wanted to visit on a Tuesday, went to the website 3 weeks in advance on a Tuesday to find that all the slots had gone already. So, I recommend that you book as soon as possible in order to get the visit that you want. That's it, friends. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. And if you have any questions or additional tips that people would find useful, please put them in the comments below. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video, you know the drill. Please click on one of these other videos around or on the channel logo to subscribe. It costs you nothing, and you know you're worth it.